Hey Tubies, Psychic Bob here. It is so rocking to be back with all of you. Well, here I am. I'm just looking at my mystical Ankh pendant, contemplating the Ankh. I love the Ankh. It's a sacred symbol to me. And if you're curious about the Ankh, we're going to talk about that this Wednesday on Wiccan Wednesday. So I hope you'll be here. And yeah, we'll talk about that. Anyways, want to give a big shout out and say thank you to all of you who came out to last night's show. We did a live broadcast and I surprised you guys with Kelly Coffee. That's right, I got her. You know, she is so crazy busy and, you know, she's very famous. And I called her up. I said, Kelly, I know it's a long shot, but if you're free on any time, would you be able to come on Sunday? And she said, Bob, I have a little time free. I can be on your show. So she made time and was here last night. We had the best time doing readings for all of you. If you didn't see that video, it's in the queue right before this one. Check it out. Also, yesterday I brought up, and I want to talk about this, I have a new artwork. That's right. It wasn't on my website earlier, but it should be up there now. This is my newest painting that you can get. It's called October Moon. And if you go to my website, go to PsychicBob.com, you can get this picture. If you go over there and you do not see it, if you see a different picture, just do a refresh of your screen and that'll bring it up. Some people say, well, we don't see it, Bob, the old one stopped. Just do refresh your screen because it may need to reload the website with the updates. So refresh your screen and this should be there. It's called October Moon. It's one of my abstract pieces. It's done on canvas with acrylics, and I hope you like it. I had a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of people are writing saying it's kind of mystical. It makes them feel very autumnal, and yeah, that's kind of the effect I was going for. So if you like this, you want to get a free copy, it's at my website with instructions how to download it. You can print it out, frame it, and you will have your own copy of October Moon. Now, even if you don't want it for yourself, you might have a friend that loves modern art. So, you know, go over to my website, PsychicBob.com, and it's got instructions how to get this, but you can get your own copy of my newest work, October Moon. So, I hope you'll do that. Tell me in the box below. I want to hear, do you guys like this, huh? I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm really experimenting with different painting styles. And this one is kind of one of my modern abstract expressionist ones. But I hope you enjoy it. So let me know in the box below, do you like October Moon? And have you downloaded your copy yet? And even if you're not for you, maybe you'll get one, download it, print it. You can frame it in a nice frame run and give it to a friend as a housewarming gift. See? So now this will be up on my website only till this Saturday. So on Sunday, a new one will go up. So make sure to get it as soon as you can. October Moon by Psychic Bob. All right. Well, there you go. Well, guys, I tell you, I'm so glad you're here. Well, you know, it wouldn't be Astrology Monday if I didn't show my big Zodiac wheel. So here's our big Zodiac wheel. We're going to spin around it and see what is in the stars for you this week. So I tell you, this is a very interesting week. I've been looking at all the transits, and I tell you, there's a lot of psychic power this week. This is just, it's really a week about love or psychism. There's not a lot else going on this week. But we're going to look at each day here. So let's go ahead and start. By the way, this astrology forecast is for the time period of Monday. Oops, hold on. Oh, almost hit the off button. It's for Monday, October the 14th, 2019 through Sunday, October the 20th, 2019. So the 14th through the 20th of October, 2019. That's the time period for this, everything in this video, okay? So listen up. Well, let's start into our alignments. Okay, here we are on Monday, the 14th. Our sun is in the sign of Libra. Happy birthday to our Libra babies. And our moon is in the sign of Aries. We've got air and fire mixing. Ooh, that brings up a lot of power. And guess what? It's the full moon. Our sun is in opposition to the moon, which means it's a full moon. We've got our sun square Pluto today, Mercury trine Neptune, Venus in opposition to Uranus, and Jupiter square Neptune. what all this adds up to? Today is a supercharged psychic power day. If you've been wanting to develop psychically, spend time today working on meditating, spend on receiving information from the spirits, practice channeling. It is the day for psychic power. That full moon is fueling everything. We got our full moon, as I said, in Aries. That is a fire full moon. That turns up the psychic power maximum. So today is our psychic power day. Not the only one. We got other psychic power days. As I tell you, this week is all about psychic energy, okay? Now, going into Tuesday, our moon is going to move over into the sign of Taurus. That's earth energy. That's going to ground us down. Today, some of you, as we're in that fire, could feel a little overwhelmed, a little anxious. Work on just taking things slow. But by tomorrow, with the moon moving into Taurus, you're going to start to feel more grounded, okay? We also have our Sun square Pluto tomorrow. In fact, that transit is lasting all week long. Every single day, I've got to talk about this on the side. Sun is square Pluto. And what that means is this week, your challenges are going to be to get people to see ahead. You may find, particularly in group effort this week, all week long, that people can't look outside of the moment. So Pluto is the planet that allows us far-reaching vision. Our Sun square Pluto means that there's some blocks energetically to being able to go forward. You yourself may see forward, but it's going to be more of a psychic sense, in the sense of getting everybody in the outer world, the material people, the people you work with, to be on the same page looking forward for long-term goals. Going to be a little challenging every day this week, okay? So be patient with that. Now, on Tuesday, we got our moon in opposition to Venus. Our moon is conjunct Uranus, and Venus is in opposition to Uranus. What all this adds up to is, tomorrow, Tuesday, there's a lot of energy for sudden romance. That Uranian energy brings in sudden breakthroughs. With the moon and Venus connected with Uranus, it means breakthroughs of the heart, breakthroughs emotionally. It's really a love day. This may be one of those days where you literally walk down the street and meet the love of your life. Like, you're not even thinking about that, and boom, you just end up running face to face with somebody, like you just start talking. It's like, you fall instantly in love. That's the energy. It's instant love day tomorrow and Tuesday. So be open. For those of you who say, I don't want to be involved with romance, I don't want that. Well, just be prepared. It might happen, okay? There's certainly energy present for it, so don't rule it out. Now, going into Wednesday. On Wednesday, October the 16th, we still have our moon in Taurus, which is that wonderful earth energy. We've got our Sun square Pluto again, which again, we've talked about that all week long. Challenges with getting people to be on the same page looking forward. Our moon is in opposition to Mercury. Moon is trine Saturn. Our moon is trine Pluto. And Venus is in opposition to Uranus. This again is another psychic power day. Your strength is really in your inner voice. With that Sun square Pluto, again, it's going to be hard to get outer world clarity. So on Wednesday, make it all about what you feel inside. Make your decisions based on your inner voice, not so much the outer world communication, because people may say one thing and then they don't follow through. There's a lot of energy. It's a little erratic on Wednesday, but it shows that you are successful by following your inner psychic voice. That is the secret to success on Wednesday, okay? Now, going into Thursday, on the 17th of October, we've got our moon moving over into Gemini. That's air energy. That air energy opens up a sense of lightness, of being, of communication, maybe a little bit of gossip too, chitter chatter. On Thursday, as I said, we're moving into Gemini with the moon. We've got the moon trine Neptune. That's a very strong psychic factor. And Jupiter is square Neptune. Again, a strong psychic factor. Now, I know people are going to say, well, Bob, I heard a square aspect's negative. Traditionally, yes, but when Jupiter's involved, the positive and beneficent elements of Jupiter overrule the negative. So Jupiter square Neptune means abundance of psychic gifts. It means that, in a sense, the square aspect means it may come a little slower than you want, but it will certainly be there. So take your time. Again, this is a day, listen to your inner voice. With that moon in Gemini, there's going to be a lot of outer world chatter, a little bit of gossip. Don't get caught up in it. Go back within. All power, all knowledge is within, especially on Thursday this week. It's another psychic power day. Now, going into Friday, we still got that moon in Gemini. We still got the Sun square Pluto. That's going to stay with us all week. Our moon is trine Mars, Mercury is trine Neptune, and Venus is trine Neptune. Again, this is a day where the inner world reigns, the inner voice. All week long, it's going to be very much challenging to get the outer world on the same page. Especially you'll find this in your work environment, like you'll have co-workers. It's going to be hard to do group work, to be honest with you. But by Friday, you're really mastering that inner voice. Let that continue to lead you going into the weekend, okay? Now, so don't listen to gossip. Don't buy into everybody's panic in the outer world. Your inner world tells you everything, okay? Now, what's going on the weekend? Saturday on the 19th of October, we still got our moon in Gemini. That's lasting. That's that air energy. Our sun is trine the moon. Very favorable aspect. Mercury is trine Neptune. Venus is trine Neptune. Mars is square Saturn. And Jupiter is square Neptune. The only concern is that Mars square Saturn has me a little concerned because people may be a little over emotional and lose their head. You're going to have to, again, slow everything down and say, listen to the inner voice. Don't get caught up in gossip. The good thing is all the other alignments today tend to indicate that there's a real strong energy for emotional connections, strong emotional bonding, getting to know people. Be careful, though, that you don't lose your head and do anything crazy. You know, there's some romance energy here as well that I feel comes in with all of this. So there's a lot of strong emotions, positive emotions. But Saturday is about feeling your way through connections, whether you're feeling through the day, you know, and I think that you're going to find that it's a day where alliances are formed. People will start to trust each other, start to open up, and particularly in business, it's a day of alliances. And I think it's a day of emotional alliances, you know, between friends as well. So Saturday's all about friendship, connecting, understanding each other. Now, going into Sunday, ooh, we got more love. I'm telling you, this is love week and psychic week. Our moon is moving into Cancer. That's a water sign. That's going to bring in all that emotional energy. We've got our moon trine Venus. That is love power from the soul heart. Mercury is trine Neptune, which means talking from the heart and the soul. And Venus is trine Neptune. Again, emotion, psychic central. This is really a soul, what I would call a love day, but a soul love day. This is where, you know, I don't often talk about soulmates, but if you ever wanted to know if you're going to have a soulmate in your life, this Sunday is one of those days where that energy that brings people together comes from such a deep place of spirit that the bonds formed really are like soulmate bonds. So, as I said, you'll rarely hear Psychic Bob talk about soulmates, but all the alignments this Sunday point to soulmate energy. So if you're like meeting somebody, going on a date, maybe you'll just meet somebody on Sunday, be open to really knowing them on a soul level. That's where the power is, and there's going to be real long-term emotional connections built. I wouldn't even dare say it, soulmate connections on Sunday. So I'm calling Sunday Soulmate Connection Day. Woo! Doesn't that sound great? You'll never hear Psychic Bob say that, but today I got to. So there we go. We spun around our wheel. Wasn't that a lot of fun? Listen, you know, I say it every week, but I have to say it because it's true. If you are at a time of anxiety and despair in your life, do not panic. Do not give in to fear. Just pause and look to the stars above, because that zodiac wheel is always in motion, always spinning. And what that means is that each day brings new alignments and new opportunities for hope, faith, and love. So let the stars guide you on your journey, and know that with the stars you have true friends that will help you on the way. Guys, listen, thank you for being here. I so enjoyed it. Listen, if you haven't seen yesterday's video with Kelly Coffey and I doing psychic readings, definitely check that out. And make sure to pop over to my website. The link will be below, PsychicBob.com, and get your copy of October Moon. I think you'll really like it. So, anyways, listen, in the box below, tell me if you like my painting, October Moon, okay? And if you want, you can put your psychic question. Tomorrow, we're going to do messages from the spirit world. So make sure to put your questions there. If you haven't done so, you can also write to me at my official email, which is, and that will be below, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Well, guys, thanks for being here. I love you. Listen, keep it here, It's spiritual. We got more coming tomorrow. Be messages from the spirit world. You don't want to miss it. On Wednesday, Wiccan Wednesday, we're going to talk about the mystical Ankh. So we got a lot here for you guys. If you didn't see any of the videos last week, go check those out as well. A wonderful, interview with Jessica Tuminello. Pardon me, I'm hiccuping here. Jessica Tuminello. She had beautiful art. So many of you were inspired. If you didn't see that, that was back on Friday. Interviewed Jessica Tuminello. You want to go see that and check out her website. All right, guys. Well, listen, we'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. And until then, may all of you always blessed